Decision-making can be a tricky business, especially when there is no easy, straightforward answer or if you happen to have strong opinions in the room. Seeking God's way together is a spiritual practice that provides us with a different approach over the period of a 90-minute facilitated process. And what we invite you to is to come, experience it for yourself, and try it out in your context.
And what we want to do in this process of being together is to bring God into the heart of our decision making. You see, often we do it the other way around. We decide what we're going to do, and then we ask God to bless that. And that's okay, but what happens when we have a really difficult question that we don't know the answer to? Well, it can get, quite difficult. In the Bible, in the New Testament, there's a little phrase that comes up occasionally when the early church is having to make a difficult decision, and they go through a process of working out what they're going to do. And then they say at the end of it, it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us that we do this. And you can read that in Acts chapter 15. What we'd like to do in our churches, I think, is to be able to help us to get to that place where we could, at the end of a conversation, say, yeah, it seems good to the Holy Spirit and to us that we take this way forward. And of course, because the Holy Spirit is now involved, we might find that we are surprised by the decision that we make, because that tends to be how God works amongst us. So we're going to be sharing this practice together, learning it together over 3 sessions between May and September. And there's lots of time between the sessions, because we're going to ask you to have a go at it between the sessions to learn it, and then have a go maybe once or twice before we come back, so that we can experience it and then reflect on it together. And hopefully by the end of the time, you'll be able to go away and make it a regular practice in your church. I do welcome you to the sessions, and I look forward to sharing with you this practice.